Hey guys, how you doing? It's Stephen here, back with another video. A late one on Friday night. Got nothing better to do, don't worry about it. We're talking about Manchester City Football Club and all that it entails ahead of tomorrow's game against West Ham. It should be a very interesting one, shouldn't it? I am hopeful that tomorrow we're going to look at 3 points. And 1 second, let's plug in something in so it doesn't go flat as I do this. Apologies, this is a bit clumsy. Yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow we'll get the 3 points and we will, fingers crossed, be top of the league. Sorry, I can't reach over to plug something in. My mouse is going to go flat. And I need to do that very quickly. And if the camera disappears, I apologise in advance. This is me being useless as ever. All done now, all done. Anyway, yeah, but I'm hoping tomorrow is a chance to City to go top of the league, which of course is the title of the video. And we genuinely can. City tomorrow can move to the top of the table, only temporarily, but that could be a massive step in the right direction for Manchester City as they look to apply pressure to Arsenal. Arsenal have... They've got Arsenal, Everton away from home. Everton are without a few players, but if we win tomorrow, we got top of the table for a little bit. And we're against the team West Ham, who are currently sat down in 18th and struggling this season. So it's going to be very interesting tomorrow. It could be a very interesting game for us. Right, I'm back tomorrow. I'm focused now. I'm back with you. So, yeah, tomorrow at West Ham, 3 o'clock kickoff. I will be doing a watch along, of course. You can come and join me around 2:30 onwards for that. Do let me know if you're watching live, your predictions for tomorrow, your predictions for the lineup, how we'll get on, what your expectations of West Ham are, and all the usual stuff. Hello to Money FEO in the chat, my mate. Good to see you here. It's very, of course, it's still reasonably early on in the season in terms of expectations when it comes down to pressure and so on. But City going top of the table tomorrow, even if it's just for a few hours, is a nice little reminder to Arsenal that they will not let up and that this game is one that they have to take seriously. As always, broken TV behind me there. Just ignore that. Ignore that. Let's get the categories up at the bottom so we we can go through this a little bit more clearly, I guess is the way I'll put it. So, this game tomorrow, City, of course, West Ham, where are they sat right now, 18th in this table. Yeah, it's a good chance tomorrow to really put some pressure on Arsenal. And also, looking at where we're at right now, 6 wins in a row. Much changed, of course, midweek. A very drenched Etihad Stadium, but we did beat Brentford 2-0, Shirky with a wonder goal. Of course, Savino with the other man who's probably going to start tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a bit. But also, off the back of 6 wins in a row, Fulham, Leeds, Sunderland, Real Madrid, Brentford. Who else have I missed there? There's probably someone else. Crystal Palace. Yeah, a very impressive run of form right now. And this City side, even though we're not at our very best in terms of the cohesion and the chemistry of the side, we're very clearly very effective. And we're clearly a very good side right now who are capable of winning most games. So at some point, we've got to accept that even though we may not be perfect, we're obviously a good side. The all-encompassing, smothering, brilliant side of old? No, but a good one. Damn right we are a good one. Hello to Weenie Weenie. Great name. Slicky. And of course, my man Sammy. How you doing, mate? I'm good. Thank you very much. Hope you go well, Sammy, my mate. But yeah, this is a City side that can once again, psychologically, get a reasonably significant blow on Arsenal. And I want City to do that. Look, I don't think it'll change anything massively, but a big win tomorrow does. It is a shot across the brows of Arsenal. It shows that City, 7 wins in a row, it'd be at that point in all competitions of different caliber games. It's just another chance to build up that head of steam that we're building up, and I can't wait for it. We'll go to the overview of the game in general from Guardiola. I'll get his quotes up on screen, because Guardiola has been talking in the press conference. First of all, he said it's so cold. It is bloody cold in my office too. You're not wrong, Guardiola. If you're not in Manchester, by the way, the weather right now is horrible. It's just cold, wet, windy, just minging. It's like the kind of weather you don't want to go outside. It's just shit. It's just shit. He talks about West Ham. He said, we are prepared. They drew at Old Trafford lately, Brighton away. We know perfectly how difficult they can be. They are. They lost at the end against Aston Villa, who look almost unstoppable right now. They have top-class players, but at the same time, we are ready. He's not wrong. You can't take any team lightly in the Premier League. You really can't, because they have quality players, and they do. Paqueta, Souček, Jared Bowen, all the other ones. There's so many. We'll go about West Ham in a bit, but they're a good side, man. Guardiola said we can do better. We had results, but there are lots of things we have to do better. Still, we are not in a position in the way that we play that we should be. But it helps the fact that the mentality and the commitment is incredible. That helps us to be there. So yeah, absolutely. So we have a game tomorrow, and after we have 5 days before Forest and Sunderland. Between Nottingham and Sunderland, maybe a few of them will start to be back. That's on about the injured players. I'll get onto that in a bit. He talked about Shirky. He said really good, especially for his age, the personality that he has. He's a guy who plays like he was playing on the street, but I want to push him. I will not give too much compliments, but I'm really satisfied. We'll come back to that in a minute, by the way. But I'm really satisfied. We're really satisfied because his impact in the final third, in goals and assists in every game, is quite impressive. But we cannot forget he's so young. He has the right mentality to be better, and better, but a few things have to improve. So that quote there, it tells you everything you need to know about how good Shirky is. Guardiola does not do that for anyone. He's gentle on Savinho. He's gentle on Rico Lewis. He's gentle on all these people that people get frustrated by. He's gentle on people like Mateus Nunes and whatever. He's gentle for a reason, because he knows the capabilities of these players, and there's no point in getting frustrated at Rico Lewis for not being prime Kyle Walker, and there's no point in getting frustrated at Mateus Nunes for not being Rodri, and there's no point in getting frustrated at, I don't know, Oscar Bob for not being Pete Riyad Mahrez yet, or whatever. Because I think Guardiola realises these players, and certain players, they are doing the best they can. Whereas I think he thinks Ryan Shirky could be a truly, like, top of the table, like De Bruyne level talent. I truly believe he thinks that Shirky's potential is there. Cast your mind back to a young Phil Foden. Guardiola was always very tough on Phil Foden, often tougher than anyone else. It's because he knew what Phil Foden could be. Phil Foden is not just a very good player. Phil Foden is a special footballer that Guardiola wants more and more out of. And I think this is why he's so tough on Shirky, because Shirky needs it. He needs to be pushed. He needs to be driven. It's sort of like in hopefully a less toxic version of the Whiplash thing. You know, that film Whiplash, not quite my tempo. And he's like, the guy's a fucking great drummer, but you're still being so harsh because he wants brilliance from him. And I think that's what Guardiola's trying to get at. He said on Nico, so the position we're in right now without him would not be possible. Without Mateo Kovacic and Rodri, we don't have a proper replacement in that position. That's why he recovers well. He's young and he helps a lot, but he has a margin to improve and get better, especially with the ball, working on it. Look, Nico, he's great. He can get better. He can get much better on the ball, actually. And he will get much better. Mark my words. He's quality Nico, but he's going to get even better. Right now, Nico is doing a job. And when you're doing a job, you know, you're playing every single week. You don't get time to sit and work on the fundamentals a little bit. You just have to survive. And he's surviving well and helping Manchester City really well, but it's going to take a little bit of time to develop and grow. That will come with confidence, that will come with conviction and rest, and playing alongside better players like Rodri and so on. He'll be fine, he'll be great. And Guardiola, of course, was asked about his future. Now, yesterday online, there was so much furore and noise around the future of Guardiola, and people saying, "Oh, he could be leaving." Blah 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 blah. I'm so tired of him, man. Well, we know Guardiola is going to leave at some point. It's bullshit. Everyone's going, "Oh, he could be leaving in the summer." Maresca apparently wanted. That to me reeked of like not client journalism as such, but someone definitely fed someone something there. But it not necessarily. The source itself was from outside of the club, so it tells you what. Yeah, I don't believe it. Guardiola said, "Well, in the last 3 or 4 years, every time in a certain period, you asked me about that question. So yeah, sooner or later, at 75 or 76, I'll quit. I've got 20 more years of it, lads. Great stuff." Obviously, he's being facetious there. He said, "But I understand that question when I have an end of contract. But as you said perfectly, I have 18 months left. I'm so delighted, happy, excited in developing the team, being there. That's all I can say. But that question happens every single season at a certain point. But I'm okay. I've said many times, myself and the club, we're incredibly connected in terms of decision we have to take. What happens is going to happen." I don't see a scenario Guardiola does not do 18 months. He said there are no discussions. Yeah, they'll come at some point. I will not be eternal here. But I said in my second season, my third season will not be forever. Not any of us will be forever in this world, but there's no discussions. What's going to happen is going to happen. Of course, the club must be prepared for everything, for the players, blah, 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 blah. Essentially, he's been diplomatic. He said football changes. You never know. And he's right. But he's very obviously saying, I'm here, mate. I'm happy. I'm here. I can't tell you the future, but I'm here. And I've got 18 months left on my contract, and I've always been honest about it. But you still ask me these questions. He's going nowhere, man. Don't worry about it. He went on to Savinho. I said, "I think the defensive work can be improved, but the quality of Savinho one-on-ones, the pace of the ones that cannot be taught, cannot be improved. It's natural." Absolutely, and he's going to play a lot more at the moment. This is a great line. On players not having the legs to go forward if they're running back. Okay, we'll go to bed earlier. More massages, more food, more drinks. If you cannot go forward, doesn't matter. First go backwards, and after that, we'll see forwards. I like that. Yeah. So very strong quotes from Guardiola. Onto the actual team news. Where's the preview edit bit here at the bottom? I'm trying to get the graphics to change. Team news, Guardiola did say we're still without the same players. All the injured players. So that, who's injured there? You got your man Rodri. I still think Rodri's a way off. My gut is telling me that Rodri's still a fair bit off. Does anyone else feel the same? I'm not convinced he's anytime soon. Unfortunately, Rodri. I think he's it'll be next year. That next year sounds so far away, but that's like 11 days. But I think he's a little bit off. Unfortunately, Rodri still. Just my gut telling me that. So John Stones, of course, not available. Oscar Bob not available. Jeremy Doku not available. Kovacic not available. And who else? Is that it? There's a few people. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everyone, isn't it, really? So a bunch of players there, a decent bunch of players, you know? Yeah, it's not looking good on the old injury front. John, you're the goat, mate. I'm good, looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully the hat-trick streak starts tomorrow for Sammy as well for Haaland. You're right, mate. Yeah, they've been saying he's going to leave for 7 years. Yeah, they've always moving him on. Rodri back late January, Slicky? Maybe, mate. Maybe. I think he's probably realistically that. Yeah, I think he's struggling with injuries, isn't he, right now? Let's go and try and predict the 11. So let's go and try and do that. To predict the 11, let's look back where we came from. So against Brentford, this was the lineup. Of course, we made multiple changes. James Trafford, Rico Lewis, Kusanov, Ake O'Reilly, Tijana Reinders, Nico Gonzalez, Oscar Bob, Ryan Shirky, Savinho, and Makasa. I think you look at the bench, the ones that you can tell are going to start, most of these. Phil's starting, Josko's starting, Mateus is starting, Bernardo Silva's starting, Donnarumma's starting, Ruben Diaz starting, Erling Haaland's starting. I'm sorry, Charlie. I'm sorry, Mifuni. You guys are the odd guys out there, but yeah. All these guys as well. I forgot, like, Marmoush and Kovacic. Sorry, Noria are not available as well. We are missing so many players right now. It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Yeah, let's just go to the team. The team, I think, semi-picks itself right now. Your big man, Donnarumma, is going to be in goal. I think it's obvious that O'Reilly will be at left back. Josko here. Big Ruben here. Cafunas. Cafunas will be there. Out wide on the left. I can't see past Savinho. I know he's not a left winger, but I can't see past him. I think it's going to be Nico G here, Silva. Then, I mean, we could see Foden start on the left with. No, I think it's going to be Shirky. It's going to be that side. Foden, Haaland. We've got no Marmoush, no Doku, no Bob, and no. Yeah, no three wingers missing. How is it anyone other than this? The only other thing I can see potentially is Tijana Reinders starting with Phil on the left, but tucking in every now and then. You know, you can see Reinders starting in midfield, and then Phil tucks in with O'Reilly overlaps. But I don't see it, man. I think it's going to be something like this. I think Savinho will get the job out wide on the left. And what does that leave us in terms of the bench? Should I try and write that down? Who does that leave us? Let's have a look. I'll try and write it on screen right now. That means we have Trafford on the bench, doesn't it? Is that appearing on screen anyway as I do that? Let's have a look. It is there. Trafford. We'll have Ake on the bench. Kusanov. Lewis. Reinders. Who else? Why is my head blanking? Guys, tell me who I'm missing. My head's massive. Bettinelli will be there, won't he? We'll have two keepers, I guarantee you. Makasa will be on the bench. I mean, is that it? I mean, that's it, isn't it? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players there. I mean, Charlie Gray might be there again. And Mifuni. Is it going to be that? Mbappe, yeah. Is it going to be something like that? I mean, the bench is not looking strong, is it, right now? We are seriously weak right now. The bench is... We've reached that point of the season where the bench gets a lot weaker. We've got no forwards on the bench whatsoever. Makasa. Hear me out. I wouldn't mind Ryan McAdoo on the bench tomorrow, or one of the Heskies. Regan Heskey or Ryan McAdoo would be lovely, wouldn't it? A winger or attacker on the bench. Call me crazy, but I think it'd be quite a nice idea, because I think you've only got Mikasa there, who's you could have Heskey there, you could have McAdoo there, but the bench looks grim. I mean, to be fair, Daedric, the bench is grim because you've got no Marmoush, no Eight Nori, no Bob, no Doku, no Rodri, no Kovacic, Emil Heskey. No, these lads, Jaden Heskey and Regan Heskey, mate. They play for City now. You know that. They came on against Huddersfield, was it, or Swansea? One of them. So yeah, I mean, it's not looking. I mean, that's the team's decent, but the bench is weak. Let's go on to talking about West Ham. Let's go and talk about West Ham and see how they're getting on right now. West Ham currently sat in 18th in the table down there, as you can see. Get rid of the subs are on screen, so I'll get rid of them. Currently sat in 18th in the table. 3 points behind Leeds, 5 points behind Forest. Won 3, drawn 4, lost 9 so far. Scored 19 goals, conceded 32. Defensively, they've been really poor. Not even that many, only a slightly fewer goals conceded than Wolves. Scored 19, which is not great, minus 13 goal difference. They've been bang average this season, like really poor. I'll show you some of their recent results. So this is how they've been getting on. Recently, they did only lose against Aston Villa 3-2, which was a bit of a shame for them because they were actually pretty good in that game. They went ahead, and then they went behind. They went ahead in the first minute. Villa equalised. They went 2-1 up, but then they lost 3-2. Only like late on as well, and Morgan Rogers brace. This is how they've been lined up recently. Areola in goal, Wan-Bissaka. He's always had good results against our fullbacks, wings actually. Mavropanos and Todibo. We got the young Diouf lad. He's meant to be pretty good actually. Midfield there, Magassa and Potts. They're missing a few players. Somerville, Paqueta, Fernandez, the ex-Southampton Fernandez, and Jared Bowen. On the bench, you've got Souček. They've got a different Kante. Kyle Walker-Peters, Kilman, Rodriguez, Callum Wilson. Have you got a few players missing right now? Let me just double-check my notes. But either way, you know, West Ham are not in a good space right now. They're struggling. They are struggling. Their form is not being good. The fans aren't particularly happy. I mean, West Ham, they're always like this. they're always losing people. Apparently, no, so they haven't got El Hadj Malik Diouf or Wan-Bissaka because they're on international duty. So they've got a few people missing. So I think it might be something like Todibo, Kilman, Walker-Peters, Magassa, Potts, Scholes, Paqueta, Fernandez, Bowen. They're not in great form at all, are they, right now? You know, it's they're at the AFCON. I forgot about they're at the AFCON. So not great, is it? Not great at all. Yeah, they are missing quite a few players right now. They've not been playing particularly great recently. They did lose 3-2. They were decent in that game. They had a couple of draws before that, Brighton away. Jared Bowen scoring that. I mean, statistically, they were sort of outplayed, but, you know, they did okay in that game. They've got some good players. Like, the fullbacks that aren't playing, of course, Diouf and Wan-Bissaka are good players. And they've got some... Like, Kilman's a decent centre-back. Todibo's decent as well. Somerville, Fernandez, Paqueta, Bowen, actually decent players, you know, if manager can get a song out of them. They got a draw against United, about the level there, to be fair, in a stinker of a game there. Magassa scoring from him in that game. They did lose to Liverpool 2-0 as well, away at home, which is embarrassing for them. How'd you lose to Liverpool? West Ham aren't particularly flying right now. They're just a very average side, you know. Which look, that brings me to the prediction. Let's go predict this game. There's not a lot more to say about this in my humble opinion of this game. Like, we are much better than them. They are a very average side. I'm expecting City to win comfortably tomorrow. And a few injuries here and there. I'm expecting City to put on a bit of performance tomorrow, and Foden and Shirky and Haaland and co to have too much for Manchester City. We should, for West Ham, sorry. We should have too much for them. I want City to put in a good 3 or 4-0 win tomorrow. I think we will do as well. I'm going to 3-0 actually. West Ham will give some issues here, but I expect City to win. And at that point, you know, we are top of the Premier League table at that point, which is very exciting. It is only for a few hours. As I said, Arsenal then have to play Everton away, but when you look at the table there, and we'll be top of the table. We'll be on 37 points, and for 3 or 4 hours, Arsenal will be sweating it. And it's away at Everton. Everton have got a few players missing, but they're a good side now this season. They've steadied the ship a little bit, and they've got some quality. And you never know what it could do. It could be. The goal difference will be better for City. If Arsenal just drop a point, we'll be top of the league. So, drop a couple of points, see if they get a draw. We're top of the league on goal difference. We'll see. I don't know 3-0. Of course, I will be doing a watch along tomorrow. Let me know what you make of the game, your predictions and the usual lineups and all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow for the game. Give the video a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Going to have a lovely rest of your Friday night. For now, though, I'm going to go relax, do some tidying, have some dinner at this time of night. Yeah, life for kids. I'm very lucky, but very tired. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye, Blues. See you later.